Friends, today we will going to learn about earthquake waves or seismic waves. So what is earthquake waves? The earthquake waves which originates in the lithosphere propagates different seismic waves or earthquake waves. It means when earthquake originate in the lithosphere, it propagate different seismic waves to the different body parts or the earthquake waves which we feel. So earthquake waves are basically of two types. First is the body waves and another one is the surface waves. Now, so seismic waves. First is the body waves, another one is the surface waves. The body waves divided into two parts. That one is the primary waves, that is P waves, and another one is the secondary waves, or that is called the S waves. And the surface waves are known to be as divided into two parts. First is the love waves, that is called the L waves, and Rayleigh waves, that is called the R waves. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the body waves. What is body waves and how it functions? Now, so body waves, they are generated due to the release of energy at the focus. Where it is generated? It's generated near the energy released from the focus. So they are generated due to the release of energy. What? From the release of energy. Where the energy is released? In the focus. And moves. Where it moves? In all directions. Where it moves? In all directions. Traveling through the body of the earth. From where it travels? From the body of the earth, hence the name body waves. So the traveling takes place through the body of the earth, hence the name said to be as the body waves. Now they travel only through the interior of the earth. Where it travels? Only in the interior of the earth. So basically, the body waves do not come into the contact with the surface, only it travels through the interior of the earth. So body waves are faster. Body waves are faster than the surface waves, and hence they are the first to detected by the seismograph. So questions arises, which waves first detected by the seismograph? Then your answer is to be the body waves first detected on the seismograph. Now, two types of body waves. Body waves also have two types as we have discussed earlier, that is the primary waves, and another one is the secondary waves. So, we'll describe in detail primary and secondary waves. Now, primary waves, or as it is said as P waves. So, primary waves are faster body waves, twice as speed as S waves. So, primary waves are faster than body waves, and twice the speed of S waves, twice the speed of S waves, 2x speed than S waves. Now, and are the first to reach during the earthquake. Which waves first to reach during the earthquake? Then your answer is the P waves. P waves are first to reach the earthquake. Now they are the similar to sound waves. They are similar to sound waves as there is a waves. So they are similar to sound waves. That is, they are longitudinal waves. They are longitudinal waves in which particle movement is in the same direction. Particle movement is in the same direction of wave propagation. Where the wave is being propagated, the particle direction move along that same direction. So they travel through solid, liquid and gaseous states. So P waves are those waves that travel through the solid, liquid and gaseous state of the earth. Now they create density. What they create? Create density differences. Create density differences in the earth material, leading to stretching and squeezing. Leading to stretching and squeezing. So let us describe in detail. So this is squeezing and stretching. This is compression and this is expansion. This is expansion. So these whole are expanded and these are compressed. So these body waves is stretched and compressed, and these are the direction of propagation of primary waves. So let us understand through this picture. So in this picture you will able to understand the uh, expansion and contraction of the primary wave. So let's see it. So this portion get compressed and stretched, compress and stretched. As you see, the particle motion and the direction of propagation of P wave along the x, y and z axis. Now we move to the secondary wave, or that is called S wave. So they arrive at the surface with some time lag after primary waves. As I said earlier, that primary waves first appear on the Earth's surface and then arrive the surface wave, that is called the S wave. They are slower than the primary waves. What? They are slower than the primary waves. Which one is faster? P waves, or P body waves is faster than the surface waves and can pass only through solid materials. So you must remember that secondary waves only pass through the solid material, not with the liquid or gaseous material as in the case of primary waves. So this property of S wave led seismologists to conclude that the Earth outer core is in a liquid state. As this property of S wave led seismologists to conclude that the Earth core is in the liquid state. Earth core is in the liquid. This is the Earth surface and the core is in the liquid state or molten state or in a plastic state. The area of entire zone beyond 105 degree to 140 degree, that is the area of shadow zone. Area of shadow zone. So here no penetration of S waves took place. So the epicenter does not receive S waves. Also the epicenter does not receive S waves. Now the transverse wave, in which direction of particle movement and wave propagation are perpendicular to each other. So if, the P waves is the longitudinal waves, and in the case of S waves it is the transverse wave, in which direction of particle movement of wave propagation are perpendicular. So the movement of secondary waves is in a perpendicular direction to each other at 90 degree. Now let us see in the picture. So as you see in the picture, it is in transverse wave. So the wave pattern is in the transverse wave. So here it is crest and here it is trough. TROUGH, and this is crest, formation of crest, and the direction of wave propagation, this is called the secondary wave. Let's see in detail. So here the movement is in the transverse wave and it is in a perpendicular direction of x, y and z axis, that is the particle motion is in the perpendicular direction, and the direction of propagation form the trough and crest. Now next we move to the surface waves. So when the body waves interact with the surface rocks, a new set of waves is generated. And is called the surface waves when it interact with the surface rocks on the outer part of the earth. So these waves move along the earth's surface. Surface waves are also called the transverse wave, as in the case of S waves, in which particle movement is perpendicular to wave propagation. So it is also the perpendicular in direction. So hence they create crests and trough in the material through which they can pass. Surface waves are considered to be the most damaging waves. Which waves is the most damaging waves? Surface waves, as it also forms the trough and crest. So also it is in a perpendicular in direction. So two common surface waves, that is the love wave and Rayleigh waves. So surface waves are of two types, that is the love wave and the Rayleigh waves. We describe in detail. So love waves. The kind of surface waves cause horizontal shifting of the earth during an earthquake. So horizontal shifting of earth during the earthquake are called the love waves. They are much slower than the body waves, very much slower than the body waves, but are faster than the Rayleigh waves. Faster than which wave? Rayleigh waves. So they exist only in the presence of semi-infinite medium overlain by the upper finite thickness. So they exist only in the presence of semi-infinite medium. So the presence of these love waves exist in a semi-infinite medium and overlain by the upper infinite thickness. Confined to the surface of the crust, love waves produce entirely horizontal motion. So what it produces? Entirely horizontal motion. So let's see in the picture. So in love waves, this is the ground surface, this is the ground surface, this is the horizontal motions of the love waves to form the most devastating effect of it. Now let us see the picture. So in this picture, let's focus on the black dot. So if you understand this, there is the motion of particle in a horizontal direction. That is, the particle motion is in the horizontal direction. Now after love wave, next we move to the Rayleigh waves. So these waves follow the elliptical motion. What it follows? It follows the elliptical motion as comparison to love waves. The love waves follows the horizontal motion, but in Rayleigh waves it follows the elliptical motion. So a Rayleigh wave rolls along the ground just like a wave rolls across a lake or an ocean. So a Rayleigh wave rolls along the ground just like an wave rolls across a lake or an ocean. So because it rolls, what it does? It rolls. It moves the ground up and down. It moves the ground up and down and side to side in the same direction that the wave is moving. Now, most of the shaking felt from the earthquake. What does happen? The most of the shaking felt from the earthquake is due to the Rayleigh waves, and which can be much larger than the other waves. So, most of shaking is basically felt by the Rayleigh waves. Now, let's understand with the picture. So, as it rolls along the same path, what it does? It shakes the ground very devastatingly. So let's understand with the picture. So focus on the black dot. You will observe that there is a rolling motion of a particle. So in Rayleigh waves, it rolls down and upward in direction. So there is a particle motion in the roll direction, the direction of propagation where these particles get rolled down. Now, till now, we have discussed the seismic waves. Seismic waves is also of two types, that is the body waves and surface waves. Now, the body waves is also of two types, that is the primary waves and the secondary waves. And surface waves is also of two types, that is the love waves and Rayleigh waves. So, we have discussed this much. Now, I am going to discuss with you about the shadow regions of the wave. Shadow regions of the wave. So we already discussed that the P wave pass through all the medium while the S wave pass only through the solid medium. With the help of these properties of primary waves, seismologists have fair idea about interior of the earth. As I have discussed in the chapter interior of the earth, the shadow regions through which P waves and S waves, we are able to understand the interior of the earth. So even though P waves pass through all the mediums, it causes reflection when it enters from the one medium to the another. So even though P waves pass through all the medium, that is the solid, liquid and gaseous medium, it causes reflection. What it causes? It causes reflection as it behaves like a ray of light. So when it enters from one medium to another. So the variation in the direction of waves are inferred with the help of their record of seismograph. So how we can infer the variation? By the help of this seismograph. So the area where the seismograph records no waves, is called the shadow zone of that wave. So shadow zone is from the 105 to 140 degree. So accordingly, it is observed that area beyond 105 does not receive any S wave, and the area between 105 to 140 does not receive any P waves. So let us understand it with the picture. So in this picture, here's the epicenter, and P wave and S wave move along in all directions. The P wave and S wave moves in all the direction. But here you can see that there is no direct S waves. Here there is no direct S waves. So the ray of light bend towards each other. Now here there is no direct P waves as it is the shadow zone 103 to 143 exactly. So there is a shadow zone and there is no direct P waves. From this, scientists are able to understand the interior of the earth. As the human beings are not able to go deeper inside the earth's surface, maximum we have reached only up to the few kilometer, that is 4 kilometer maximum. Mpong gold mines is the maximum depth of uh, interior of the earth. So there's a indirect evidences through which we are able to understand the interior of the earth, and such measures has been taken to understand the interior of the earth through the P waves and S waves of the earthquake. Now, there are different methods used to measure the earthquake. So, how the earthquake is measured? So, measuring earthquake. First is the seismometers. So, the instrument which are used to measure the motion of the ground, the instrument which are used to measure the motion of the ground, which including those of the seismic waves generated by the earthquake, seismic waves generated by the earthquake, volcanic eruptions and other seismic sources. So through the help of seismometers, these are the instruments through which we use to measure the motion of the ground, or motion of the ground which occurs due to the seismic waves generated by the earthquake, or through the volcanic eruptions, or through the other seismic sources. Now a seismograph is also another term used to mean seismometer. Through it is more applicable to the older instruments. So more applicable to the older instruments. So the record graphical output from a seismometer seismograph is called a seismogram. So the output comes from the seismograph is said to be as the seismogram, or the seismograph is an instrument while seismogram is the record output. So in simple words, seismograph is an instrument while the seismograph is the record output. So some main scale used in seismometers. So first is the Mercalli scale. It represents the intensities of the earthquake by analyzing after the effect. So what it analyzes? The analyze after the effect. So the range of intensities from 1 to 12. So Mercalli scale has the range of intensity from 1 to 12. And the Richter scale. Richter scale, the scale represents the magnitude of the earthquake. What it represents? It represents the magnitude of the earthquake. And the magnitude expressed as absolute numbers. So magnitude refers to as the absolute numbers. So it is in a Richter scale from 1 to 10. So each wave number increases in Richter scale represent a 10 times increase in the power of earthquake. So it is the Richter scale. So we have discussed the waves